Right, it's safe.
I would have to make potato pancakes now.
Oh, the gluten-free, the shredded ones, the shredded potatoes. We're so lucky to be here. I mean, this sells out every year. We bought our tickets in early December.
I'm grateful
And we're,
that you thought of me at that meeting.
well, you're about the only really big Groundhog fan in the family, and we love having you.
How was it last night?
It was pretty good, but the wind was whistling in the window, making a lot of noise. That was really the only thing that bothered me was the wind and the sound. Other than that, it wasn't bad.
I fell asleep about 8.
Yeah, that's when I turned the light out too.
There we go. Awesome.
So joyously calls to me, come join my happy song. Here we go. Valkyrie, 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 come join my happy song. I'd love to go a-wandering along that mountain track. And as I go, I love to sing my knapsack on my back. Valkyrie, 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 my knapsack on my back. because it's a cool place to be. Right here, Moose, join the Moose. As I go, I love to sing. My knapsack on my back. Here we go. Valkyrie, 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 join my happy song. Hey, Valkyrie, Valkyrie.
Let's hear it from the Music Meisters. Big round of applause. All right, first a test. Can you guys hear me in the back corner over there? Back corner over there? Excellent, excellent. So welcome to the annual Woodstock Groundhog Day breakfast. And I just want to say a huge thanks to the folks at the Moose. This is the fastest we have ever served the food. And it's hot, and it's delicious. So I want to thank all of our friends here at the Moose. So as you've heard, we got a big morning planned for y'all. It's been 28 years since they filmed the movie Groundhog Day here. And so how many people here from out of town, not from Woodstock? What? Not from Woodstock. That's why you don't look familiar. I guess that's probably why. So a little bit later, we're going to get you to come up here. Those who have come from far and away, we got some trivia here today. How many people celebrating a birthday? Groundhog Day birthday. Groundhog Day birthday. We have some frequent flyers. We have some not as frequent flyers. We'll do a little happy birthday to them in a little bit as well. If you had first and you're still hungry, back line is still available. You can get some more food. I'm going to let the Music Meisters play one more song, then we're going to roll into our program today. We've got some Rotary Exchange students here. We've got some of our premier sponsors are all here. So enjoy, talk to each other, meet your friends from, not from Woodstock, since most of you are not from Woodstock. And we'll be back just in a couple of minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play the Ein Prosit Toast. So we invite you to hold your glasses up high. Here we go, Ein Prosit. Ein, zwei, drei. Zig-a-zag-a. Hi, hi, hi! Rose! All right. Happy Groundhog Day, everybody. All right, we're going to bolt it, folks.
Could I take your plate?
That's good to know.
Außer dem Platz, mein Schatz. Man kann mal schieben, siegen bei den Augen, singen. Böse lieben, und der Lieben ist die Schuld. Oh ja! So eine Liechtensteiner Polka, die hat's, die macht Rabatz, mein Schatz. Der Alte war Liechtenstein, ja. Nein, der wollte nicht in allen sein. Nein. Er schickte seine Bauten aus, ja. Der wieder Musikanten aus der schickt er unser Hand. Der Musik liegt am Los, der Blues im kleinen Los. Ja, das ist der Liechtenstein. Polka, mein Schatz, hey, Polka, mein Schatz, Polka, mein Schatz. Da, der kluge Liechtenstein, auf seinem Platz, mein Schatz. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for the Music Meisters.
Thank you.
All right, on your tables are little tabletops that show all the sponsors that we have for Groundhog Day. As we have announced, we can't put this on without our sponsors. Our premier sponsors from Homestay Bankston up here at the that tables here for all the folks over there. Then we have a bunch of other sponsors, Primo Harris, Jewel Osco, those that were able to join us for the chili cook-off yesterday. Jewel donates all the meat that we have for that. The Woodstock Opera House, Full Valley Ford, Guys Eat Paper, and McHenry County Paper, Catalent, Mercy Health, Real Woodstock does a fabulous job. They put together the little walking tour maps that you see. If you haven't had a chance to do the tour, there will be a tour this afternoon following the movie. Movie will be at 10 o'clock at Classic Cinemas. Our folks at OWC for their sponsorship. And really the Moose plays an integral role. They host us for the chili cook-off. They do a Friday night event and all the other stuff that they provide for us. They're going to be filling up the food one last time, so if you want some more, make sure that you eat it. They don't want leftovers. They're not going to serve eggs and bacon and sausage at their Super Bowl party later today. We also are very honored. We've got some special guests for those that were out at the prognostication. Bob Hudgens, who was the location manager and helped select Woodstock, is here with us, as well as Richard Hensel, who you heard earlier, those at the prognostication. I'll bring up Richard in a moment. They'll give a reprise. Richard was part of the team that did the opening monologue for the start of the movie. Also today at 2 o'clock, Bob's going to be hosting at the Woodstock Opera House a making of the movie Groundhog Day, sharing stories from the filming, how they came here, all the kind of backside kind of stuff. If you've not heard Bob speak before, absolutely fascinating. Richard, you want to come up for a moment? Richard Hensel, we are pleased to have back, probably for about the 20th time or so. So, Richard, take it away, give everyone a little reprise.
Well, I'd like to try this again. I'm going to keep trying it again, and again, and again, and again, until I get it right. This is hobos and bassoons. This is Sonny. And this is Cher. Okay? The hobos and bassoons. Ba 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 ba. That's bassoon. The hobos go ba 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 ba. And in the middle you go. Now put your little hand in mine. Ain't no hill on mountain we can't climb. And then Cher joins in. Baby, I got you. Okay, we got that? When we do that twice and then we slow down, I got you, babe. And then ba 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 again, and then the radio. Okay, let's try it. But next year, we're going to do better out there in the square. Okay, here we go. Ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. Now put your little hand in mine. There ain't no big worry. Come on. Ba-ba, ba-ba.
Mountain we can climb.
Now put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill and mountain we can climb. Baby girls, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Okay, Pepper, rise and shine. Don't forget your boots, because it's cold out there today. It's cold out there every day. What is this, Miami Beach? Not hardly. And you can expect hazardous travel later today with that blizzard thing. Blizzard thing? Oh yeah, right here. The National Weather Service is calling for a big blizzard thing. But another reason people are especially excited, especially cold, okay. But the big question on everyone's lips, on their chaplet, do you think Phil's gonna come out and clean shadow? Punxsutawney Phil! That's right, Woodstock comers. It's Groundhog Day!
Very good. Big hand for Richard Ethel. As part of the Groundhog Day activities, and hopefully we have, is Haley Ryan in the house. Haley Ryan here with us today? She left? What do you mean she left? Haley Ryan was the winner of this year's poster contest. We got the Groundhog Day 2020. And if anybody knows Haley, you're in her class. Little Miss Woodstock's in her class. You know what? We were going to give Haley a brand new Lexus automobile. But unfortunately, because Haley left, anybody here need a new car? You can have Haley's. It's parked out front right by the spring house. You go, it'll be running. It'll be nice and warmed up. It's beige, sort of a sandy color Lexus. It'll be running. First one there gets it. First one there will get Haley's Lexus that she was going to get. Also, we have a committee that puts it on. It doesn't take one or two of us. Rick Belaires is our chairperson. Rick's not here right now because he's being interviewed by 32 different radio stations, television stations, all across America, so he's not here. But we have a bunch of other members of the committee, so I don't embarrass myself by missing anyone. If you're on the committee, please stand, raise your hand, wave your hand. We got Pete in the back, we got Melissa, Pam, Guy, Maggie, Sue, Doug, Pete and Debbie. Debbie, raise your hand. Debbie's gonna let, if you've not met a really fit 65-year-old who will not embarrassed to show you her guns, Debbie right there in the back in the yellow shirt, she'll show you that, how fit she really is. I used to be the co-chair with this, my assistant, or actually the co-chair, Pam. Pam, do we have prizes for trivia? You had the prizes on Thursday. You took them home. I didn't take them home. Did you take them home? No. Who's got them? Oh, there we go. Mike's got them. Actually, I want to bring the prizes up so it'll make it way easier when we do it. Otherwise, all I got is like 3 bottles of hot sauce. I mean, hot sauce is really good, but hopefully we got some more. Maggie's looking in the back there. Also, we're also honored. We have a group of Rotary Exchange students, both inbound and outbound. If we can get you guys to all stand. Get all our Rotary Exchange students to stand. I have a list of those there. And I'll try not to mess up your name, so I'll apologize ahead of time. From Romania, Smiranda Belarno. Is that pretty close? Pretty close? Not bad. We have from Venezuela, Veronica Costa. Oh, prizes. We have some prizes. Put those over. All right. From Germany, we have Charlotte Eggert. All the way from Japan, Rico Fujita. If you need tickets for the Summer Olympics, Rico said she's got a stash. She'll be able to get you into the Olympics. And also from Thailand, we have Potter. Potter will take you to base camp at Mount Everest if you need a guide. He's a Sherpa. Also, we have a couple of outbound students for going to Finland. Lisa Doyle. And going to France. This makes sense. Franco Pietrandau. How close was that? Not very close at all. I'll tell you what, Franco, why don't you come up here and pronounce your name properly for everyone? Come on up. No, come on up. Okay, so it's Franco. I'm going Franco. And they're from the movie, what's that, Father of the Bride. All right.
It's Franco Petromaldi.
Petromaldi. Petromaldi? Petromaldi?
All right, very good. Let's big round of applause. Rotaries are fantastic to allow students to come in and visit, stay with homes. And so if you get a chance to meet and talk to the exchange students, we have a special guest, Woodstock Willie. So just to those of you that, I had some friends that used to think, my friends in the Spinelli family, they thought Woodstock Willie lived in my basement. Woodstock Willie does not live in my basement. The Groundhog that was out earlier today does not live in my basement. They do not. They do not. If you have not had your chance yet to get a photo with Willie, Willie will be here for photo ops. Willie's available if you're getting married soon. We'll perform at your wedding, at your bar mitzvah, wedding showers, anything like that. Willie does appearances all across America and northern Illinois. Also, the city of Woodstock is an integral part of the activities that we hold here. Police, fire, public works, the Opera House does a big job. We're going to have a few words today from our mayor, Dr. Brian Sager.
Well, good morning. Good morning. And thank you so much, Craig. What a joy it is to be able to be with you all today. Is everybody having a good time? All right. A special welcome to Woodstock, to all of our international visitors and students. We're thrilled to have you here. And of course, we're thrilled to have everyone who is visiting from out of town. What a great day it is. And although our old Woodstock Willie did predict 6 more weeks of winter, right? The fact of the matter is, it's a nice, mild day out there today, and everybody's having a great time, right? All right. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, if you don't mind. The first thing is, let's give a rousing applause to all of our wonderful sponsors. We appreciate it throughout Groundhog Day. Thank you all so very, very much. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do, again, the people here at the Moose, it's not just this activity, but we have the dinner dance, we have the chili cook-off, all of those things are held right here in our local Woodstock Moose Club. Please give all those folks a great round of applause. We appreciate it so much. You know, I have to honestly say, I was on the city council 28 years ago when they said, we're going to film a movie called Groundhog Day here in the city of Woodstock. And if true confessions could be told, I will tell you this. They stood before us at the city council at that time, and they gave us the theme or the idea. And I thought, well, we'd love to have the film produced here in Woodstock. But that is the dumbest idea for a movie I've ever heard. And I thought, you know, it's going to be a flop no matter what. And here we are, 28 years later, celebrating what has become an absolute classic in our film history. And one of the people that was so pivotal in making that happen was Bob Hudgens. Bob has been there from the beginning. I served as a liaison from the city council to work with the production company. They did a fantastic job, and it has truly become one of the great joys of the city of Woodstock. We were here to welcome just last week, as many of you might know, Bill Murray, and we also had with us Mr. Tobolowski, who was here, Steve Tobolowski. Both of those individuals were here just last week filming a commercial, and that commercial is going to be on a particular show today. Anybody know what that is? Super Bowl, that's right. So we're all going to be looking forward to the Super Bowl and see Woodstock yet again featured in that commercial. So I want to say thanks to Bob, thanks to you all. We're happy to have you here with us today. Enjoy the rest of Groundhog Day 2020. Thank you.
All right, so Brian touched on it. I'm going to bring Bob Hudgens up. Bob can tell stories, I would say, legitimately for 8 hours. He can tell stories from Groundhog Day. We did actually have a blizzard thing about 4 years ago. We couldn't do the walking tour, and Bob sat at stage left for about 2 hours. He told stories I had never heard, and I've been attending Groundhog Day breakfast for about 20 years. So I'm going to bring Bob up and ask Bob to tell his singular favorite Groundhog Day movies. You got to pick one. You can tell the rest of them later, but your favorite for those who won't be able to make it later. So big round, Bob Hudgens, location manager. I'm stalling for you, Bob. Location manager for the movie Groundhog Day. Prior to that, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Big round of applause from Austin, Texas, Bob Hudgens.
Thanks, Doug. And well, thank you all. I can't begin to tell you how thrilling it is to be back here, And I lived in Chicago 35 years, so I'm not really a Texas person, but it's kind of nice down there this time of year. But I just wanted to thank Brian, because I have to tell you, we were very nervous at the stage that when we got down to the city council, we were very, very nervous, because Columbia Pictures was putting a lot of pressure on us to make sure that we got a yes.
Hey, Bob, you got to get the microphone.
I got to get the microphone right up here, so very sorry. So, we had to, we needed a yes, and we needed a yes in an official way from the city council. And so there was a group that thought we weren't really legitimate because, originally we were going to, this was supposed to be Punxsutawney, and we were going to do it just the way Punxsutawney did. And then our production designer had a real bright idea that we actually do Gobbler's Knob on the square. As you can all imagine, there's a big difference between us doing the Gobbler's Knob out in a park somewhere, and we're sequestered in the woods, and it's not a big deal. We're just able to, close the gate behind us, basically. Versus a working, functional town, and it was quite a challenge because when we started out, we were going to do it in a park. And then we changed our minds, and then we wanted to do it on the square. And so, rightly so, there was a lot of reluctance to kind of accept that fact. And it was a real challenge. If it hadn't been for your support, and there was also a councilman, Jenny Cimarro, that those were the tag team that made this all work. And so I've been eternally grateful because Groundhog Day has become part of my life. And I've been back, I don't know how many times I've been back, because it all kind of runs together, if you know what I mean. And that's been my life, is kind of the over and over again. Here I am standing yet again in the Moose Lodge. And I have to say, this was one of the locations that when we walked in here, I was very happy that this existed, because in the script, we needed a really nice place to have a dance. And, it's we looked at all the different things. I walked in here, it's like, wow, this is pretty great. I mean, for, a beautiful little room. I mean, look at the wood walls. And, I hope you understand, photographically, this is a very rich room. And the only time, I think in my life, the production designer, David Nichols, walked in, and he stood just kind of in the middle of the room and turned around and he said, "This is perfect, I don't have to do a thing." We took the picture down, but other than the picture of the boy praying at Mooseheart, which Mooseheart's an amazing place. I also had the privilege on another film filming at Mooseheart, and it is really a wonderful operation. The Moose should be very, very proud of what they do for orphan children. So anyway, big hand for Mooseheart and the Moose in general. But, it's hard for me to pick one story, Craig, but I will tell you that I have to say one of my favorite scenes in the film revolves around my favorite person that I work with on the film, a really lovely gentleman who passed away recently, Doc Erickson. And Doc was a Hollywood gosh, icon in our world, because he was a producer that had worked on Hitchcock films. He had done all these amazing projects in his career, but he was one of the most warm and generous people that I ever had the pleasure of working for. And he made the things that we did in Woodstock, we broke a lot of film rules. We let people come in. We actually put up a billboard to say, hey, come watch the filming of Woodstock, or pardon me, filming of Groundhog Day in Woodstock. And it was, you know, Columbia Pictures was very leery of having, you know, the general public welcome to our set, but it's what made it work. This is the attitude that we have to be a partner with this town, not an adversary. And that philosophy carried through, and I have to say Harold Ramis was one of the most gentle, smart human beings I've ever had the pleasure. And so I have to tell you, our day of filming here, we showed up, and as it turned out that day, it was one of our last days in Woodstock, and Bill Murray, one of Bill Murray's childhood friends, had passed away, and he had gone to the funeral service and was running a little late getting here. So we had a lot of downtime on that day. So as luck would have it, because it was our last real day at Woodstock, I was able to just kind of hang on set rather than, you know, be doing something for the next day's work. And so Harold Ramis and I sat at the bar and played 2 games of Scrabble. And I have to say, to get to play Scrabble, I like to play Scrabble. I thought I was good at it until I played with Harold. And he just waxed me. I mean, it was just like, I got like 200 points and he got like 450. And if you play Scrabble, you know that's a pretty good score. But it was just one of the fondest memories I have of having those moments of sitting with Harold at the bar, playing Scrabble, the crew's just all around us and everything. But we just had this really amazing, special moment. And so it'll always be a very dear place to me that, you know, I sat here, I had one of the kind of the nicest, closest exchanges with Harold in this building. And I'll always cherish that moment. So I don't know if that's the best story I have, but I have to say it's one that has stayed with me, and I will always cherish this Blues Lodge. God bless you all. But I'm happy to be here, and Craig's giving me the high sign, so I need to hand off. But thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. And it's goofy, just goofy that we're all here all these years later. I had another privilege of working on a film called Field of Dreams, and they still play baseball there, which is really kind of fun. And they're actually going to play a major league game there this year. But there's nothing like Woodstock in the way that people have embraced this film and just the whole culture of redemption that Groundhog Day tells. So thanks for coming, and just have a blast. It's a great little town.
Thank you, Bob. So I'll let you know, I've never heard that story. I've never heard the story of Scrabble here at the Blues Lodge, so he did not disappoint. All right, a little bit earlier I asked, who's here from out of town? Who's here from out of town? Out of town? Anybody here from Cherry Hill, New Jersey? We got one person here from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Anybody ever here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey? You know where it is? It's just outside of Philadelphia. For those that don't know, just outside of Philadelphia. In fact, the people who live there, when you say, where are you from? They go, I'm from just outside of Philly. They don't say they're from New Jersey. So that will be a memory I will never forget. So thank you for that memory. All right. So if you're here from out of town and you would like to play Woodstock movie trivia, Groundhog Day trivia, we're going to let you come back. You might have played the other day. We did find all the prizes. We got some great prizes here. So our first round, anyone that's here from out of town wants to play, come up here. I will try not to embarrass you or allow you not to embarrass yourself too much. But come on up. We've got some great trivia questions here. So you want to play right there? Come on up. There you go. Run. Let's go. While they're making their way up, don't forget at 10 o'clock we have the movie for free. They will probably fill the entire theater. All the different theaters will be showing the film. After that, at 2 o'clock, you hear Bob tell some more stories about the filming. We have Groundhog Day Chairman Rick Belair's has made it in the house. Big round of applause for Rick. Rick spends more time working on Groundhog Day than selling real estate is what he does for a living. So I gotta give him a plug. If you need to buy a house, sell a house, rent a house, Rick Belair's, Harding, Berkshire, Stark, Hathaway Services. Rick's cell phone number, 382, area code 815-382-8400. If you need Rick Belair's, his father, you may have heard of a guy, Mel Belair's. That was Rick's father. And Rick is asking for the mic, and I always give the mic to the chairman.
Best line in the movie, at the end. They walk out. They look out. It's beautiful. Let's live here. I'm a realtor, I sell houses. That has to be the best line. I don't know if the couple from Germany is here. Today's their anniversary. Inscribed on the inside of their ring, their wedding ring, it says, "You asked me to stay, so I stayed." The stories you hear on Groundhog Day.
Excellent. Thank you so very much, Rick. All right, we've got a good starting cast here to play Woodstock Groundhog Day Trivia 2020. For those of you that don't know, also it's a palindrome. Some people came just because it's a palindrome. I didn't know what a palindrome was. And hopefully most of you guys do, but it's 02, 02, 20, 20. You go forward, backward, it's the same. Our first contestant today, Groundhog Day movie trivia, is Veronica. And Veronica, where did you come from?
I'm from Venezuela.
Venezuela. Big round of applause for Venezuela. All right, Veronica is one of our inbound Rotary Exchange students. Veronica, how many times have you seen the movie Groundhog Day?
One, yesterday.
You know what? Fresh in her mind. Primacy. All right, so we'll try to keep this simple for you. In fact, we'll give you a multiple choice question. Near miss. All right. In the movie Groundhog Day, Larry is the cameraman. We're also going to give Veronica, who's going to get a phone a friend if she needs it. Larry's big line in the film includes the quote, "Did he really just refer to himself as the blank? As the talent, the star, the groundhog, or the anchor?"
Do you know the answer?
Of course I know the answer. Yeah. Oh, hold on. All right, ready?
Talent.
Talent is correct. All right, Veronica. Wait, Veronica. No. The prizes are back. Rick, you give her the lane prize. We got the good prizes back there on the Veronica, take a prize. Yes, she want to make sure I knew the answer. You know what? Trust all but verify. I believe that's the Missouri. They trust everyone but verify. Veronica. Oh, we got some t-shirts from Real Woodstock. All right, our next contestant.
Lisa.
And Lisa, where are you from?
Evanston, Illinois.
Evanston, Illinois. Big round of applause from Evanston. So Lisa, did you head from Evanston this morning?
No. Friday evening.
Friday, been here all weekend. How's your vacation here in Woodstock gone so far?
Great.
What activities have you participated in?
Well, the chili cook-off, the movie, the walking tour, this morning the prognostication, and now here with the breakfast.
Let's hear it for Lisa. She paid attention. And Lisa, how many times have you seen the movie Groundhog Day?
At least 25, maybe more.
25. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're how good at Woodstock movie trivia?
Hopefully pretty good.
Hopefully pretty good, like an 8?
I think so.
All right, very good. We're going to do a little fill in the blank. Ready? This says, Phil to Mrs. Lancaster. Mrs. Lancaster is the proprietor at the Cherry Street Inn. Phil says, "Mrs. Lancaster, do you ever have deja vu?" Mrs. Lancaster responds, "I don't know, I blank."
I could check with the kitchen.
That is correct. All right, so Lisa, you get a picture of prizes here from my prize, not a prize table, my prize chairs. We got some mugs, we got some shot glasses from the Woodstock Public House where all day long you will be able to drink to world
I
peace.
might want to go do the trivia question.
Okay.
Excellent ornament, there we go. Here, Rick, I'm gonna hold one of the hot sauces. So Bob Hudgens shared with you his favorite memory of Groundhog Day. So I was going to say my favorite thing from Groundhog Day is the Woodstock Willie wake-up sauce. About 15 years ago, we talked about getting our own hot sauce. We had a contract made down in Austin, Texas, actually, where it comes from. Not through Bob, but through Hot Sauce Harry. So we have Woodstock Willie wake-up sauce. And Paul Meyer, who's on the committee at the time, did the design for us and has the tagline, "It'll get you up." Woodstock Willie wake-up sauce. If you're lucky enough to win, you can get some hot sauce as well. All right, our next contestant is
Ken.
And Ken, where do you come from?
Joliet.
Joliet, not from the prison, correct?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure. That'd be okay, you know. There's nothing wrong with re-entry into society, all right? And Ken, how many times have you seen the movie?
About 5.
About 5 times. So you got some of the stuff memorized. When's the last time you saw the movie?
Yesterday.
All right, so it should be fresh. Should be fresh. All right. Phil Connor takes a ride around town in a car after he'd been at the drinking over at the bowling alley. He's with a couple of guys, and he says, "All right, officer, we'll have 3 cheeseburgers, 2 large fries, 2 chocolate shakes, large Coke, and..."
Chocolate shake.
I know I said chocolate shake.
He said that already.
Cheeseburgers.
No, I said that also.
Large fries.
Large fry. All right. Do you want to phone a friend in the audience here?
Flapjacks!
Flapjack.
Flapjack. There you go. All right, then, take fries. All right. Our next contestant, wearing a shirt live from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, is
Sally.
Sally. Where do you come from, Sally?
I'm originally from Atlanta, but I live in Chicago now.
Excellent. Where do you live in Chicago?
Up on the north side by Loyola University.
Loyola University. You ever been to a Pequod's Pizza?
Yes, of course.
Very good. Anybody know Pequod? Where did they get the name Pequod? Anybody here? Anybody know? I'll give you a prize. Moby Dick. It's the boat in Moby Dick. Pequod's. You're going to get 2 prizes. There you go. There you go. All right. So how many times have you seen the movie?
Only a couple times, but you can tell I'm a big fan. I've been to Punxsutawney, but Woodstock is much better.
There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Ned the head, needle-nosed Ned. He dated Phil's sister. What was her name?
Mary Pat. Mary Pat.
Is that your final answer? You sure about that?
Yes.
How many people agree Mary Pat's the name? Apparently most of you don't know what's going on. It is Mary Pat. All right, take a prize from the prize basket. Also, if you're not brave enough to come up here and have fun with me, you can buy stuff in the back. We got pins and mugs and all that kind of stuff. Our next contestant.
Catherine.
And Catherine, where did you come from this morning?
Lake Bluff, Illinois.
Lake Bluff, Illinois. Big round of applause. If I'm not mistaken, there is no Pequods in Lake Bluff, but the silo is still there?
Oh yes, absolutely. Great pizza.
Yeah, great pizza at the silo. You're going to get a recurring theme here. I like to eat all across America, so I can tell you where you're from and ask you where you ate. All right, and how many times have you seen the movie?
Many, but not in a little while.
Not in a little while. So we should give you a multiple choice question.
Okay.
All right, we're going to give you this. When Phil's driving, he's driving the guys along. Where it ends, he asks for the large Coke and all that stuff and the flapjacks. Just before he gets on the railroad tracks, there are 7 things Phil says, people tell you you shouldn't do these. Name 3 of the things he says you shouldn't do.
Don't drive on the railroad tracks.
Sit up straight.
Sit up straight.
Actually, stand up straight.
Eat your vegetables.
Eat your vegetables is important, but not one of the 7 things.
Don't fight with your sister.
Be nice to your sister. That's the same.
That's 3.
Oh, that's 3. You know what? My math skills have gone down precipitously. So the 7 things were: take it like a man, be nice to your sister, clean up your room, stand up straight, don't mix beer and wine, ever, pick up your feet, and don't drive on the railroad tracks. Grab a prize from the back. All right, our next contestant, who knows a lot, I can tell. Next contestant is?
Karen.
Hey, Karen, where you come from?
Trevor, Wisconsin.
Trevor, Wisconsin.
Where?
I'm trying to think, I don't think I've ever
There's
been
like
through there.
6 bars in a gas station.
6 bars in a gas station. You know, it used to be, if you travel through South America, they would tell you every town had 3 things: a church, a school, and a bar. All you guys have is bars and gas stations.
We do have a school, but no.
Do you have a marijuana dispensary? No, no marijuana dispensary. All right, so you know this movie very, very well. So we're going to give you a hard question. We wrote some new questions. Every year I watch the movie just before. What time does Punxsutawney Phil come out of the stump in the movie?
She's saying 7:07.
She's wrong. That's today. We do 7:07. In the movie, they did not do 7:07.
7:20.
7:32.
No. Earlier.
7:20.
7 what?
20.
7:20.
7:20 and 30 seconds. So you know what we're going to do? The guy who got it right, he gets the prize. Come on up. Come get a prize, dude.
All because I saw it yesterday.
Oh, because you saw it yesterday.
That's
There you
great.
go. He's going to get a prize. And I think he kind of looks like Bill Murray, too. A little bit. Looks like Bill Murray. We're going to give you both prizes. You get a prize as well. Thanks for playing. All right, our next contestant, I think her name is Gail. All right, Gail, where are you from? Freeburg. Do you know Catherine? That's your daughter. Oh. You live 2 miles apart. At one time you lived in the same body, right? Oh my God, that's how good I am at biology. So I can figure it out. At one time they were in the same body, now they're 2 miles apart. Every year you move a little further apart. All right, how many times have you seen the movie? Plenty. On a scale, okay, plenty. I've never had it. How many times have you seen it? Plenty. Is your favorite candy good and plenty? Maybe 50 or more. Wow, that might be every year. It's been out for 25 years. How many people in this room have seen the movie 50 times? And you're going to come out and play later, right? 50 times. You know, there's a lot of other great movies out there. Some of them have won Academy Awards. I mean, it's a great movie, over 50 times. All right, so you're probably pretty good at trivia. Not real good. She's hedging already. All right. All right. Sometimes you fall asleep. All right. So early on in the movie, we get stuck in Punxsutawney. Phil says to the state trooper, "I blank the weather." What fills in the blank? I blank the weather. I make the weather. That is correct. Grab a prize here. All right, coming up, our next contestant. You're not playing? You want a prize?
I'll try.
All right, we gotta wait till after this contestant. Get in line. Don't put it on. Next contestant has a hat almost as cool as mine.
I'm Lori, and I'm from Madison, Wisconsin.
From Madison, Wisconsin. Let's hear it from Madison, Wisconsin. All right, and Lori, how many times have you seen the movie?
More than I can count.
Is that more than 20 because you have 10 fingers, 10 toes?
Has to be 100 or more.
100 or more. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of times. That's more than plenty. 100 is more than plenty. I'm gonna say that. All right, ready? Phil Tarita in the Tip Top Cafe. Here's Nancy. She works in the dress shop and she blank when she gets real excited.
She sounds like a chipmunk.
Squeals like a chipmunk. Correct. Grab a prize. All right, our next contestant is? Marge. Wait. Watch this. Marge is from Trevor, Wisconsin. No! Oh no, she just drove these guys here from Trevor. No?
Alright, here's the story. I have 7 siblings.
So, are they all here?
No, none of us live in the same state. We get to
Was that because of like witness protection?
mostly women and our men.
Mostly, wait, that's not how it works. Generally the guy follows the woman. How do you think I ended up in Woodstock, Illinois? Met a redhead, I'm in Woodstock. She's here.
I know.
There she is, there she is. You met her. She's really super nice. You like the smell of the pancakes? You know what? She don't like the smell of much, so she likes the smell of pancakes. Excellent, very good. All right, so I want to hear the rest of the story. 7 siblings dispersed across America.
Many nieces and nephews, and every time we get together, which is as often as possible, but at least every couple of years, most of us more often than that, tradition, Groundhog Day and Aunt Marge's popcorn.
Oh.
And it's been years and years and years and years. And
All right.
many times. So, but here's the problem. I make the popcorn, we put the movie in, and what happens? You fall asleep. So I might get in trouble.
All right, so first off, did you bring some popcorn?
We ate it. We ate it last night.
All right.
That's tradition.
Okay, and where do you come from?
I just moved to Huntley from Elk Grove.
All right, so I'm gonna come over to your house. You're gonna make me popcorn, and watch Groundhog Day.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. So it's all done. Give me your address and go to your house and watch Groundhog Day. And next year you're gonna run the trivia contest. All right. All right. So we're going to go with.
Listen up.
Oh, okay. The second day, Phil exits his room. He runs into another guy and says to the guy, "Don't mess with me, blank. Don't mess with me, blank."
No, it's a really pork chop.
Pork chop. All right, first off, the guy back there who knew the answer, we're going to give him a shot glass. Because anybody that knows that must drink a lot. You got a baby in his lap. Not for the kid, that's for you. All right, you get a prize too, Marge. Big round of applause for Marge. Anybody that wants to come with me and go watch Groundhog Day and share popcorn with Marge and see me later, I'll get to Marge's address. Oh, she said all of us. She must have a big house. Big projection screen, all that kind of stuff. Our next contestant?
David.
David, where are you from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Big round of applause, Nashville, Tennessee.
Visit anytime. I think y'all visit anytime, yeah, absolutely.
All right, so if you've ever been to, there's a really good chicken place. A lot of them in Nashville. It's an old place. I want to say it's Rowers or Rolets.
In Nashville?
In Nashville. Big chicken place. You only get the chicken on Wednesdays. Right by the Holiday Inn. Caroline? What's in that chicken? It's like Royers, Roilers.
Your place used to, your friends used to own.
It's like a little bar, but it's famous for its chicken.
Over by, it wasn't just a chicken place, though, right?
No, not just a chicken place. That's okay, we'll come back to that.
Come on. Rotiers.
Rotiers, that's it, Rotiers. Very good. Excellent chicken. A good bologna sandwich, too. Fried bologna sandwich. Very good.
In case y'all don't know it, actually, other than country music, Nashville's become real popular for hot chicken.
Hot chicken.
So there's a ton of hot chicken places in Nashville. Rotiers is a classic old Nashville restaurant that obviously serve good chicken as well. But that's what I was thinking hot chicken places.
It's also a really popular place for bachelorette parties. You go to Vegas, you go to Nashville, those are the places that you go. So David, how many times have you seen the movie?
Probably a dozen.
All right. And you guys came up just for Groundhog Day?
Absolutely.
Excellent. When did you guys get to town?
We arrived Friday afternoon.
Excellent. What activities have you guys participated in?
We did the dinner dance, we toured the Opera Hall, we did the movie yesterday, we did the walking tour with Bob, we did the 8 o'clock mystery hour yesterday evening, and I actually hung out with a friend from the 5th, 6th, 7th grade I haven't seen since then, like the 70s, yesterday evening, who came to visit.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Excellent, very good. How did Bob do on the tour?
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yeah. He's a wonderful storyteller. Obviously, he has a great memory, and he's delightful.
Excellent. I think that's a big round of applause again for Bob for all that he's done for us. All right. The first time Phil and Ned meet, what does Phil call Ned?
Did we poll the audience?
Sure. Anybody got an idea the very first time they meet? Sue Kaspersky, who was in the movie, what is it? Not needle nose. Nope. Nope, not needle nose. This is Phil. Oh wait, Needlehead? Needlehead? You guys, who thinks Needlehead? Round of applause, those that think Needlehead. Those are the only people that know Needlehead is correct. Needlehead. Needlehead is correct. David did the prize. Low threshold now to win a prize. Our next contestant, wait, she's wearing an apron. Do you work here?
Yes.
And what is your name? Ella. Like Ella Enchanted? No. Okay, Ella. How many times have you seen the movie Groundhog Day? Like 10? Okay. Your dad's favorite movie? So we ask your dad the question or you?
Both of us.
You need, okay, very good. All right. The first time that Phil Connors goes to the bar, what does he order? First time Phil Connor goes to the bar, what does he order? Oh, how many people in the audience know the answer to this? Oh, these guys have saw the movie 380 times. She knows it, he knows it. All right, come on up and help. Right here. When you guys come up and help. You got a phone friend, right? You got a new friend here, Ella. Ella, meet your friend.
Scotch and water.
Close.
Scotch on the rocks.
Close. I mean, it's kind of like scotch. I'm not sure they call it scotch. I thought you knew the exact answer. Who knows the exact answer? Right here, come on up. Jump to the front of the line. Yeah, you. Yeah. All right, and your name is?
Carrie.
All right, Carrie, you are about to make Ella's day by helping her.
Jim Beam and ice.
That is 2/3. You're there. Jim Beam Ice Water. All right, you guys each, all of you get prizes. 3 of you guys get prizes. Big prizes. All right. All right, our next contestant is a great lead-in. If you are having a birthday today, come up. Everybody come up that's having a birthday. Mr. Campion, come on up. Everybody's having a birthday, come on up. This is our birthday guest from Maryland. A surprise trip that her sister took her on. They've been here all week and I've seen them everywhere. Trivia contest, bingo, chili cook-off, here today. But we're going to give you all a chance to sing them a happy birthday once they all saunter up here. It's your birthday too? Excellent. Every year. Even during a leap year. We're having a race between these guys. First guy here gets a prize. All right. Now, I'm going to say that one of these birthday folks has been here almost every year. Almost every year. Right here, stage right. Almost every year for the birthday, so big round of applause just for that. All right. I'm going to count to 3 and I'm not going to sing. Jim says thank God. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Excellent. All of you birthday folks get a Woodstock Christmas tree ornament, which are, I think, are still here, unless Rick stole them and took them away. Uh-oh, he stole them. Okay, like I said, you get a pin. Groundhog Day pin, all the birthday. Well, we already got 2 pins. All right, we'll give you, I'll give you a home state pink mug instead. For having your birthday, you can drink your coffee there. So Rick stole some of my prizes. I'm getting precipitously low on prizes. All right. Our next contestant came all the way from Maryland and has seen the movie many times. And oh, she hasn't. She in fact never saw the movie.
Twice.
Twice. And when was the last time?
About maybe a month ago.
All right. But you played earlier and you did pretty well. I helped you win. I know that.
Yes.
All right. Rita invites Phil to dinner the first night with her and Larry. And what is Phil's response? Anybody know what's Phil's response? No, that's a different one.
I've seen Larry.
There we go. I've seen Larry eat before. That's correct. Well, your friends helped you, so you get to grab a prize from Prize Bucket. All right, our next contestant. All right, next contestant is?
Brenda Reese.
Brenda Reese. And Brenda, where do you come from?
Alden.
Alden, Illinois?
Yes.
Near Harvard?
Yeah.
It's near, anybody ever hear of Alden?
We drove through it.
You know, it's just outside of Philadelphia. Alden, Illinois, just outside of Philadelphia. How many times, Brenda, have you seen the movie?
I lost count, but it's been a while.
Lost count, but it's been a while. All right. Your question today is it's kind of, well, not really. The first day they get together when Phil's eating all the food, Rita does a little poem by Sir Walter Scott. The wretch, concentered all himself, living shall forfeit fair renown. Doubly dying shall go down to the vile dust from whence he sprung, unwept, unhonored, unsung. Sir Walter Scott. Phil says, that's funny, I thought that was by blank Scott. Think of another weatherman from NBC, blank Scott. Willard Scott is correct. Grab a prize.
Good job, Bob.
Very well done, Brenda. All right, I got about 3 more prizes. Anyone wants to come up and play trivia that hasn't yet had a chance, come on up. You guys saw it like 500 times. You should come up and play. All right. Our next contestant looks very, very anxious and ready to play.
I'm Andrea from Riverside, Illinois.
From Riverside, Illinois. Excellent, excellent. All right, how many times, Andrea, have you seen the movie?
A few times.
A few. Is a few times more or less than plenty?
Probably way less.
Probably way less. Okay. We're going to give you, all right, we're going to give you a multiple choice question then. All right. How much did Phil Connors pay for his piano lessons? Did he pay $25, $1,000, $100, or $500?
$1,000.
$1,000 is correct! Let's get a prize. Grab a prize. All right, and our last contestant in This Is Your Life Groundhog Style is?
John, and by the way, Alden is the highest point in McHenry County.
Alden is the highest point in McHenry County. I was told that right side of the fairway on one of the hills at the Bull Valley Golf Club is the highest point in McHenry County. So I guess I learned something new, or you're lying, one or the other. All right, how many times have you seen the movie Groundhog Day?
More than 10.
More than 10, less than 1,000?
Yes.
Okay. Do you need a multiple choice or a fill in the blank?
I go with multiple choice.
This is a bright guy. All right. What is the special of the day at the Tip Top Cafe on February 2nd in the movie? Is it hot cross buns, hot dog casserole, blueberry waffles, or perch fillets?
I'd have to go with blueberry waffles.
And you would be correct! Blueberry waffles is correct. Grab prize and the prize share. Alright, so first off, again, big thanks to everyone here at the Moose for hosting us, serving us a great breakfast. Big round of applause for the Moose. As Bob Hudgens indicated, Moose does really, really great work. Moose Art does some fabulous, fabulous things for children. A little reminder, we got rest of the day today, 10 o'clock movie, 2 o'clock at the Opera House up on the stage to see Bob Hudgens, and somewhere between 5:30 and 8:30, you'll get to see a Jeep commercial filmed here last weekend, Bill Murray, Stephen Tobolowsky. So thank you all again for joining us with Groundhog Day. And as I tell my daughters when they leave the house, make good choices. Let's bring the polka band back up. The Music Meisters are going to serenade you. Enjoy the rest of your day's Super Bowl.